What's up, YouTube? Black Feather Snipes back at you with another video. Today I wanted to go over one of the plays that I've been following for a while now. If you guys follow me and follow my channel, you know I've always talked about Presearch. Um, this is a play I've been following for the last couple years now. Um, and I'll just show you some of the analysis that I did before the run-up, how I knew this thing was going to pop off. So as you can see, this is the weekly chart. So on a weekly chart, we've been trending down ever since uh, December 18th of 2023. So that lets you know how long this thing has been trending down. And I had drawn two trend lines. So I had drawn one connecting the bodies of the candlesticks. So that's really like the meat and potatoes of what they're trying to tell you is where the bodies close. And then I also did one from the highs of the wicks, um, and I believe I did that one on the monthly chart. So that one I did on the monthly chart, I connected it from the highs of the wicks heading down, and then on the weekly chart I connected it from the bodies of the candles heading down. So we are just, and like I said, guys, this was all the way from basically 2 years ago. And I had charted this out, as you can see as we zoom in. So these are the last, couple months since, April of this year. We was trading in this zone. We was in this consolidation zone. Um, and I had drawn a rectangle showing you like that's where most of the price action is located within this box. As you can see, we wicked here, wicked. Look at all these wicks touching the upper portion of this box. And but likewise, look at all the touches at the bottom of the box. So when we were approaching, uh, August, like a couple weeks ago, I was looking at this, I was saying, man, uh, we're in a consolidation zone, so that tells me we're pretty much at the bottom. We found a floor for this, and we're approaching these trend lines. So this first trend line, which was the wicks of the candles, we crossed that. We wicked up, and then we came back down. Same thing, just consolidating. And then we finally crossed the trend line of the bodies of the candles, and we closed above that here, and that would have been a perfect entry to get in. But uh, a safer entry would have been waiting for it to close outside of this box. So for me personally, I would have got in, right here at this point 0037, because that's also a high resistance level for the bodies of the candles. Then I would have bought more once we broke out of this box at 0.0043. So those would have been two levels that I would have been buying at, and it also coincides with when the MACD crossed over. So when we were in this zone and then the MACD crossed over, that's telling me that momentum is shifting to the upside, and this is the weekly chart. Um, so we got this, and then that on this weekly chart on this candlestick, that would have told me that this is a very strong buy, given that we broke out with strong volume. So right here we had above average volume, and then the next candle we had even more volume. So like I said, guys, just from trading that, and we came all the way up here, we wicked all the way up to this 0.012 cent, and as you can see, I'd already had these levels charted out. I had this charted out on a smaller time frame, but these thicker candlesticks was my levels of where I thought resistance was, and I just basically went back, looked to the left of the chart to see, hey, we came down here, touched it, came up, came down here, touched it, came up, so that's going to be resistance on the way up. So that's why this thicker gray line here. And then I had my next level, which was right here, and would you know it, that's exactly where this candle wicked up to and came all the way back down and closed below this resistance level. But like I said, guys, this, I would look for an entry on a smaller time frame, maybe on the daily chart, to see when you can trade back into this candlestick. Because like I said, on the weekly, we broke out strong volume. We're trading above the 20 SMA, and like I said, whenever you're over the 20 SMA and the 5 EMA, you know it's trending upwards. So we did have a nice pullback here, so this could maybe be when you want to buy some more. Me personally, I would wait for it to test, come back down here and test this consolidation zone, and if we treat that as support, then that would be a perfect entry to get back into this play, given that on the weekly time frame we're above the moving averages and we want to trend up, especially going into altcoin season. um, so I'll just show you guys, you know, what price range that would have been, you know, down here from, you know, 0.037, you know, that would have been a 226% gain. And I still think this can go higher. You know, we're retracing back. You know, we're selling, people obviously taking profits from a 220% gain. So we're seeing a pullback right now. So from that level, I think we could even push even higher to, like I said, I think we could, already had it charted out, I think we can test this 2 cent level. Then obviously the next level would be this 0.025, and right now, you know, we're at 0.005. So that would already be, you know, a 5x from here. But like I said, I would wait to see, you know, what candlesticks are forming once we got down here to this consolidation zone, because that was a strong level of resistance, and now I want to see us treated as support before we re-enter this play. But yeah, that's all for this chart, guys. Presearch, this is definitely one I'm watching. I'm holding it in my long-term bags. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, follow the channel so you stay up to date with all my videos. Let me know what you guys want me to cover next. I'm just basically finding videos or finding plays that has strong volume, strong momentum, and I think can continue to the upside. And I'm also going back over plays that I did previously that, you know, just to let you guys know if it's playing out or if it's, you know, time to take profit or time to hit the stop loss. So I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys. But that's all for this video. I'll get back at you guys later. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.